Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to the 720 Drop Lab. I'm back in the garage and you guessed it. I guess I'm not back in the garage, but I am back on the 720. Today, let's talk bedside decals. Hey, before we get started, I want to make sure I ask you guys to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you don't miss any video uploads. Let's get into the video. So the particular bedside decal I'm talking about is the decal that you'll find on the back of the 85, 86 Nissan 720 ST. And of course the ST stands for sport truck if you didn't know that, but I'm sure you did. So me, I'm a do-it-myself guy. I like to try to do everything I can possibly do by myself. You know, when I actually did my I think there's Z32 brakes in the front from the Nissan 300, I actually tried to order the little Nissan sticker that goes on the brakes, but it never came in. So I ended up purchasing a Cricut so I could cut my own vinyl. So I got my own vinyl cutter. I'm gonna try to push this sport truck sticker through there too. The only issue is that the sport truck sticker is 25 by 16, and with the Cricut, it's limited to a 13-inch cut. You know, you can only cut a 13-inch piece of vinyl, and it has to be Cricut vinyl at 13 inches. If it's somebody else's, you're limited to 12 inches, but we're gonna make it work. So the first thing I needed to do was I needed to find somebody who actually had an ST that had the sticker on the back that's still intact. And it just so happens that I had a friend that had it. So I grabbed some printer paper and I shot over there as fast as I possibly could. I took that printer paper and I actually taped it just, so it hung over the sticker. And then I took a pencil and I lightly, kind of went around the edges of the sticker, which basically transferred that image onto the paper. So I took that paper, I put it in my scanner, scanned it into my software, rearranged it in the software, and now I have to digitally trace it in the software so I can turn it into a file that can be printed from my Cricut. So let me show you how I did it. Okay, so here we are, we're in the program, and you can see the pieces of paper that I've, put together to create this actual drawing. So now we have to digitally trace it. So what we're going to have to do that, we're going to zoom in and we're going to start with this particular piece right here. Now with this tool, you put down what they call nodes, which is just like a little square. And what we want to do is we want to trace around this shape, not, node by node, but from one angle to the next. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So we want to go over here, we're going to turn that to no fill so it doesn't try to fill it. Now, if it has a curve like this curve right here, I try to put a node on each side of the curve and then we'll come back and we'll create that actual curve. If it has an angle like a 90 or 45 that comes to a point, all you need is one node. There's a curve here, there's a curve here, and there's a curve here. So we're going to put a node, a node, a node, a node, and then we're going to connect back to this last one. So now we got a complete, our nose is closed, so it's a complete shape. So now we got to go in and define the edges. So we're going to zoom in right here, make sure our nodes are placed right first, which would be to bring this one in line, bring that one in line. So now your nodes actually have these bars that'll come out on each side and you can use those to curve the line, but you need this tool to do it. So we grab this tool, we pull away, and then these little handles come out just like that. Same thing here. And if you try to split the curve between the two nodes, you'll get a softer curve, a better curve. See, so I'm using this node and that node to create the curve. Now I'm just going to slide down here. Make sure this is in the right place. It is. We're going to slide over here. Make sure our node's in the proper place right there. And then we're going to use this tool again, like I said, to create our curve by just clicking on the node and pulling away. You get these bars and we can just do like that. Same thing up here. Want to make sure our nodes are in the right place. This one's there. That one looks like it should be there. Grab this, pull out the bars. And there you go. Same thing with this one. Select, pull out the bars, make sure you're pulling in the right direction. And then this one will just start to arch like that. And like I said, it's best to split the difference between the two. Grab this bar like that. We'll zoom out so we can get a better look at it. Make sure we got it. That's looking pretty good. Just like that. Now we can zoom out. Slide over. Now we can just hit the fill. So we can go and we can just fill it in with black. Am I on the right layer? There we go. And fill it in with black. Now we'll zoom out and we'll do another one. Let's try this one right here. Let me get my truck out of the way. Beat it. Nobody needs you for this. Beat it. There you go. So we're going to do this other one. Slide down here. We're going to do this one. Same thing. Place your nodes. If it's a curve, I put them on each side of it. If it's a hard angle, do like that. Again, I want to turn off fill because I just want to outline right now. You don't have to be super precise because we're going to zoom in and make sure we got everything correct. Again, we're going to zoom in here. Place our nodes in the correct spots. Go up here, grab our bars. We only want this side. There you go. Same thing with this one. And if you, like I said, if you split it, you're going to get a better curve. Like that. Slide it down, grab this one, put it in place. Same thing. Make sure it's in the right place. Slide over here. That one looks like it's pretty much in the right place. This one's not. So we're going to grab our tool, put it in the right place. Slide up here, same thing, put it in the right place. And then we're going to zoom out so we can get this curve. This tool. Go to this node, take this tool again. Oop, there we go. That looks really good. Zoom out. Again, fill it. Perfect. And like I said, we just do each piece individually. Okay, and we're going to end up with this. Now, of course, now I'm going to turn off the mask for the other pieces, and there you go. And again, you got the driver's side, you got the passenger side, you got to do them each. And then I think this is the final, yeah, there it is right there. So that is the driver and the passenger side both done. Now, when you do them, they're going to be individual pieces. See, I can click on each one. We got to get to that layer though. So you can click on each individual piece. And to keep them aligned, what you want to do is you want to select them all. And then in this particular program, it's called Make a Compound Path. So I click that. Now they're all one piece. It's all together. So you want to make that a compound path, and you want to make this a compound path. Now you have them both ready to go. So now what you need to do is export them. So I got it selected, and I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna hit export as a SVG, which is selected objects, and at 100%. Then once I'm done exporting them, now I need to upload them into my Cricut program. So let's do that. Okay, so now we got it uploaded into Cricut, and we can cut it into vinyl now. Now, before you cut it, here's your options. Cricut offers a vinyl which is called their Smart Vinyl. So that vinyl can go through the cutter, and it already has a backing on it. So you don't have to have anything to back it, and that will cut up to 13 inches. But remember, this is more than 13 inches. So now we've got it in the program, and we need to select it. So we got the whole thing selected. In order to cut it, you're going to have to rotate it. So we're going to rotate this 270 degrees. So now we got it rotated. We're gonna slide it over here. I don't slide it all the way to the edge. I just leave a little breathing room, just like that. So, and of course, you can see up here at the top that it goes past 12 inches. It's like 16. So we need to bring this in. So what we're gonna do, click on this. You're gonna select this piece that's sticking out right there. Now that you selected it, you can move it. So let's just move it right down here. So it's within our 13-inch range, which would probably be about right there. So now once it's like that, you can cut it, no problem. Now what I did for mine is I didn't use vinyl. I actually used a magnetic material. It's a magnetic sheet. This is what it looks like. It comes in white. I want to think it's printable, but here's the thing about it. With the magnetic sheet, you can go back into the program and you can cut vinyl in any color, any design, and then stick it on top of the magnet and then stick that on your truck. And you can have it on as long as you want to. You can switch out the vinyl anytime you want. You can do different colors, different designs within that ST sticker base. I'll show you this. So this is basically where I found a image of a bandana online, and I took that, and inside of the Cricut program you can put the two images on top of each other and punch out one image into another. So this is actually the ST sticker with a bandana image punched into it. You can print that out in vinyl, you can stick it right on the side, or you can put it over top of the magnetic vinyl. You can use the car wrap vinyl, any kind of vinyl that you can get in there that's down to 12 inches, and you can cut or print whatever you want. Hey guys, that does it for this video. Remember, if you got any questions, post them below. I'll do my best to answer it. So until next time.
Think your system can rock the spot. Show me how many watts you got. Think your system can rock